Okay, so today we're going to be playing around in Tinkercad, and we're going to create a pen mold for resin casting. So we start off with our pen blank, tinker this. I try and keep this one here as my sample for whenever I do a new pen blank. So I'm going to copy it. Just Control C. Go back here. Click on New Design. Now, before I get too far, I'm going to click on the gear here and change it to Strong Pen Blank. Okay, and tinker this. So, that in, center it. So, what we're starting off with is just a box. It is designed for your Sierra style pens. Now, I want to go and put a heart in it, so I've already designed the heart. So go right here. So this is the heart here. Built it in Adobe Illustrator, and I saved it as an SVG file, so I can go and import it in. So we will go back over here to Tinkercad. So we're go over to the side here, click Import. We're going to choose the file. Now for that one, I have it over here in PBA Graphics, Charity, and Heartstrong SVG, which is that one right there. That, open, and import. So when it comes in, it's going to be huge. Let's go back and tourist shrink. Whoops. Hold the shift key and just drag her down. Zoom in on this little puppy here. Drag her over there. Okay. So let's go recenter. Okay. So while I'm twisting the this around, I am pressing and holding down the right button on my mouse, and then that allows me to put it to whatever area I want it. So I'm going to pull the heart out. We're going to spin it, rotate it 90 degrees. With Tinkercad, when you're going and rotating, if you keep your pointer in the middle, it goes by 22.5 degree increments. If you keep it within the circle, if you take it out, then you can adjust it to whatever degree you want. So, got that here. Now let's go shrink her down a little bit more. Bring it over. Okay. So now, I'm going to try and bring it over to the pen mold. As you can see, it sort of hides in there. So we want to make it thicker. So, to raise the height on it, you'll click on that middle part and just raise her up. Like so. Drag it over. Let's recenter. So, when doing a pen, your outer diameter is going to be about 1/2 inch to 5/8 of an inch. So you'll want to go and shrink this down a little bit. And just sort of figure out where you want it in the mold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this over here, center it, and center it on that line there. turn off snap grid and center it. Okay, grab our mold, oops, here, twist. So this arrow allows you to raise it up off the ground. This one here, adjust the height. So, nice and centered. So what I like to do when I design these is, especially when you have the smaller openings like the maple leaf in here, is I like to have it, I like to bring it so it's just below the top there. So when I'm pouring the resin, I can sort of overfill it, and then that'll allow it to go into the, there. So now the other thing that I want to do is I want to bring in this. So these ones create voids. So what I want to do with this is I want to raise it up, bring it over. I want to design this one so it goes right through the maple leaf. And this is going to help prevent bubbles. It will sort of go right through the bottom. So when I pour resin in here, you don't, it doesn't catch with bubbles. So I will fill this first. It'll sort of drain out the bottom right here, and it looks so much better. Okay, so now let's just see how high off the bottom it is. Okay, so I just want it just touching the bottom of the mold. And there we go. So now we shall take that, highlight the void. So when you look at that, it goes right through. So we will click on that, we'll click on the heart, and then up here we will group it, merge together, and then that'll create an opening underneath. So with this, just go in. As you can see, when you pour the resin in, it'll come up the bottom, and that'll help prevent bubbles from getting trapped in there. Now I'll take that, highlight the whole thing, I'm going to merge it, and there we go, my latest pen blank. So when these are turned, essentially it's going to be, you're going to have the white resin, so let's change that to white. And that's what it'll look like. The red borders will be turned away when I go and turn the pen. So let's get that white piece out of there. So now that I've designed my mold, I want to go print one off on my 3D printer. So this is saved. Now you'll go over here to export. To export, click on STL and open it up in Cura. So in order to print something on a 3D printer, you have to slice the item so it shows the individual layers, so the printer knows what to print on each layer. And there we go. So this is one pen mold that is ready to print. Now when we go into the profiles here, we don't need supports. We'll uncheck that. We're going to have it 0.2 millimeter layer height, and we're going to go for 100% infill. Okay, so we got that. Looks good. And now we'll click to slice, and this will tell us how long it'll take to print and how much it'll, how much filament it'll take. Excuse me. Okay, so 1 hour 13 minutes to print. It'll take 12 grams or approximately 4 meters of filament to create that. So I will save that to an SD card. When my printer is ready to go for another print, I will set this in there, print it off, and pour some resin, and hopefully this weekend I'll be able to turn it. So, thank you very much for joining. Ooh, got lots of stuff on my background. So thank you very much for joining. This is PBA Graphics, PBA or Plumbrook Acres, PBA Woodcrafts. Thank you very much for joining, and we will see you next time. Thank you.